I suck at intros. Hello.
6.5 hours later.
It's Marissa. Welcome back to my channel. So as you read by the title, this is my coming out story, and I really don't have much like planned, or like I don't have it all. It's not even like a crazy story, honestly. It's just like I know people in the LGBTQ community, you know, have had this coming out video or whatever, or coming out story I should say in this case, because this is my coming out story. So yeah, flash news, I am a lesbian. And this is my story, how I came out. So if you would like to dive in deeper with me, stay along, grab some popcorn, maybe some Hennessy or Patron. Actually, that's my preferred drink, so I don't even know why I mentioned Henny, but anyways. Okay, so basically it's not even really much to it. Like, what can I say, or where should I start? So I would say probably like middle school days, probably like 6th, 7th grade. I knew I was different. Different as in, I'm just playing, different, you know, I'm a little defective, and they should have told mom it comes as is.
You're done. You're done.
That's when I really started questioning what the fuck is going on with myself, you know, because obviously I wasn't really taught, you know, X, Y, and Z of what is right and what is wrong, but like, you know, you're raised into like seeing girls and guys and shit like that. But so basically I started seeing girls different like around middle school for sure. Like I realized how I thought about girls. Yeah, I started seeing them differently. I was like, oh, she's pretty, but like not like that. It was like, oh, she's pretty. You know what I'm saying? Like I would just like think different, and like I don't know, it was just like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Not even like that, but like I was just confused. Like, and it's crazy because back then all I dated was dudes, literally. It was just like, you know, cute shit, like cupcake shit, like oh yeah, I like you, huh? No, but yeah, it was like I mean, I had my biggest crush, you know what I'm saying, but like it wasn't even after a heartbreak that I realized this. It was like even during, I would tell like some of my guy boyfriends or whatever, I'd be like, yo, she fine. And so that's when I first started realizing it, but I didn't take it into initiative. I don't know, I didn't take it serious. I was just like, okay, you know. But fast forward to high school, definitely, you know, I realized this was years later, still feeling the same, like what is going on with me, shawty? And still not sexually active. Yeah, y'all are gonna question like, well, how do you know, or how did you know if you weren't even sexually active? But it's just like I wasn't attracted to dudes to be sexually active, if that makes sense. Come to my senior year, I got my first girlfriend. Snatched her up. The crazy thing is, like, I didn't even come out yet. We got into a relationship, and I actually came out to her, and nobody was aware of this, only me and her, obviously. And so I came out to her, and like I never did before. It was just kind of like, I mean, it was obvious. Actually, should I start from the beginning? I should honestly back it up a little bit to the very beginning, because y'all are gonna be confused. So let's start there. I went to a party, and I don't even remember, it was like some birthday party, I don't know. But the point is, shawty was there. you know. She was very much femme at the time, like long hair, and I didn't even know she was gay. I just like, we like instantly started talking, me, her, and her cousin. Oh, I don't like this, talking about her. But yeah, it was a whole vibe, and she added me on Snapchat, and from there we started talking, you know, and like it was just instantly, bro. Like, I don't know what it is about lesbians, but you just like instantly connect, you know. And so we did, and that's how pretty much I came out to her, or like it just built from there. Like we just build and build and build, and then suddenly it was a whole relationship. From there, obviously I'm very much close to my sister, and I felt like I had to tell her, or like it was time to tell her or tell someone, you know, other than my girlfriend at the time, because it was just like I can't keep hiding, you know. And so I did. I think I texted my sister about it because she was at work. I remember she was at work, and I texted her, and I just kind of told her, I was like, hey, I have something to tell you. And I was like, me and blank, I'm not even gonna insert her name, but me and are together. And honestly, I cannot remember her response, but I pretty much remember like her telling me that she kind of had a feeling. She wasn't disappointed, I don't think. Were you, Ada? At the time, I guess maybe she would have, or like at least been in shock, because I mean it's a shock to anybody. It's like, it's a shock to anybody that's coming out. So that's how I came out to my sister. I'm pretty sure it was via text. I love my sister to death, and I very much thank her for everything, because she's actually the one who helped me come out more. But from then on, that's when I started telling my friends at school, the few friends that I had, of course. I think I told my closest friend, Stephanie, shout out you, girl, because you were one of the first ones that I told too, as far as like people close to me. I told Stephanie, and I can't remember her response, but I know she was in shock, if I'm not mistaken, as well. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone I've told like be in shock when I first tell them. And from there, like I felt open. Like I just started telling everyone, like, yeah, I have a girlfriend. I didn't, like, at the time though, I didn't tell people, yeah, I'm lesbian. I didn't even label myself back then. It was like more open, and people knew about it. I don't remember like much people being out in my school, in my class or whatever, like my entire class. I think it was just a few people that were out, so I definitely felt like an outcast, not only because of that, but just because I wasn't really close to much people anymore by my senior year, especially after an altercation with my ex-best friend. So yeah, from then on, I was just very much open. For sure after high school, because that's when I was freshly single. Me and my first girlfriend broke up. But after this relationship, I was so open. And like everybody knew, I think everybody knew. Oh, besides my parents. Yeah, I hadn't come out to my parents yet. It was up until I broke up with my girlfriend. We were having problems and stuff. We were, like I said, it was a toxic relationship, basically. 90% of the time, 99% of the time. But that's a whole nother, don't want to get into it. So she had come over one day to talk to me or whatever, and things just got out of hand. Like, I think we were in an argument. It was pretty obvious that we were arguing, and obviously you know, not coming out to my parents, they're gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why are they fighting, you know? Like, they're not together, right? So from then on, I think my mom confronted her, and she just basically told her, like, because she was trying to, you know, get me back. So she obviously came out to my mom about it. She was like, yeah, I really love your daughter, and she's just not listening, or shit like that, you know. And so obviously my mom, so that's how she found out. Like, it wasn't even me coming out to her, it was her finding out because of the argument that me and my ex had at the time. And so from there, like, I'm pretty sure my mom cried, and then I went outside crying because, like, my ex was about to leave or whatnot, you know, that toxic shit. I went out there and I basically was crying and shit like that. And then my dad comes outside and he's like telling me what's going on and like, is this true? And I told him, like, once, because from this point, by the time my dad came out to talk to me, my ex had already left. But yeah, my dad came up to me and like asked me, is this true? And I was just like, yeah, Dad, I like girls or whatever. And he started crying too. But he did tell me that he loved me no matter what. I just cannot forget that, ever. So, and we hugged it out, we cried, and that's basically my story. It was because of my ex that my parents found out. And honestly, that's like the only people that I actually wanted to know. Like, I didn't care about anyone else's opinion. Like, as long as my family supported me, that's all that really mattered to me. That's kind of how I came out. Not intentionally, but not accidental, I guess, because I planned to tell them anyways. So that's my coming out story. It was like accidental, but like, yeah, it turned out okay, because today, these days, currently, I have a very supportive group behind me, like my cousins, my friends, my family. So I appreciate every one of you, because there is some people out there that, you know, just are hiding, and it's unfortunate. It honestly is unfortunate to have to hide what you love or what you're attracted to. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't really, it's like, it's a very touchy subject for sure. I know there's a lot of people that don't have a supportive group, and for me that I have one, I'll never take it for granted, because, you know, it could be 10 times worse. And it's just unfortunate that people in the LGBTQ community have to hide or have to, you know, it's just like, it sucks, honestly. But I am here for you if you are part of the community. You know, my advice would be just to first kind of get in your mentality that if you're living for someone else, like, you'll never be that. You'll never be happy that way. Like, that's the first thing you have to accept. Like, you can't live for anybody else. And it was just kind of easier for me because I stopped caring what people thought, like, in high school. I was just very much of I was kind of a loner, honestly, by my senior year. I didn't have, I mean, I had friends, like, I still, you know, had good relationships with people, but I wasn't like out every day, you know, like most people. But yeah, I think that kind of sums it up. I don't know. I feel like I was all over the place, but so if you have any questions, or I'm pretty sure I feel like I left shit out. It was just kind of the gist of it. But overall, it was not a bad experience. So I am very thankful for that. But just like I said, and this is in any subject, if you're not living for yourself, then you can't be happy that way. That's advice in any scenario, honestly. You can't let nobody control you. Period poo. Period poo. Yeah. If you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate whoever tuned in to my story. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Actually, is that my coming out story? Because I feel like there's more to it, because how I knew I was a lesbian, that's like a whole different topic. So that's kind of like my coming out story, but like as far as how I knew I was lesbian, shout it. Woo! But yeah.